Tell me about yourself. The most commonly asked question in every interview, and unfortunately the most commonly made video topic on the YouTube or by every content creator. But why should you even check this video out? There are lots of videos out there on the YouTube or over the internet. Well, I'm a student just like you guys. I'm not a typical interviewer or a HR guy who is sharing their perspectives. I'm going to share my own experiences and fortunately or unfortunately how I should have answered those questions during my interviews, what issues these have caused in my interview, and how I have answered to probably get placed in various other companies. So why delay? Let's dive right into the video. Coming to the answer of this specific question, it is going to contain usually two different points or two vital components which construct this full answer. And the first one is going to be what are most important for you, and second one is what makes you fit for the specific job which you are applying. And around these two important points, I have made 4 different points which you need to consider. The first one is going to be your profile. Second one is going to be your specialties, which are usually going to be adjectives. Third one is going to be your accomplishments, and fourth one is going to be the explanation of why you are fit for this specific job. Let's go on to see these 4 components. Before that, I just wanted to add one more point. Before going on to these 4 topics, let's go on to see what is the optimal time to answer this specific question. People usually say you need to speak for 2 minutes or 2.5 or 1.5 minutes, etc. But I don't think you need to cross this answer more than 1 minute. 40 seconds or 50 seconds max is more than enough. This is because in one of my interviews, what happened was I took it for a long time, more than a minute, and the interviewer was hardly focusing on whatever I was explaining. What happens in these kind of situations? The answer deviates from whatever important points you are interested to add in the specific answer, and the interviewer hardly notices these kind of points. So why are we answering this question? Firstly, we are answering this question because we want interviewer to ask questions based on these kind of topics or whatever we have explained. But unfortunately, if he is not focusing on whatever we are answering, I don't think it makes a point, right? So instead of that, keep it 40 seconds or etc. In this kind of time range and make it optimal. Cover all the topics whatever you want to speak, and I'm going to explain how you are going to speak, and keep it short, crisp, precise, and be confident. Let's go on to see the first point of what you need to speak, that is profile. How are you going to start off this specific answer? In profile, what you need to explain is your name, your university name, your degree of whatever from branch you're going to take your degree, and the CGPA whatever you have received until the 8th semester. So this starts off with a good foundation. Following that, you need to explain continuously. Following that, you need to explain whatever internships you have done, whatever projects you have done. This starts off with a good foundation because unfortunately we do not have good experience at our bachelor's. So this is how you can start off your explanation about tell me about yourself. And following that, you need to explain how or what characteristics make you. For example, you can start off by saying that you are a good team leader or a good key player, etc. and how you need to support this. So once you complete the profile by telling your name and all that, and after that you declare whatever adjectives define you. After that, you need to explain the accomplishments which explain the characteristics whatever you have explained before. For example, if I have explained previously that I am a good team player, here I am going to explain or I am going to speak out during the interview that sir, I was a club president at my university. I managed my club for about an year, and there I understood or I have learned various organization skills or various methods of organizing, and that made me a good team player. I got to interact with a lot of people, lot of chief guests. I had to book rooms for their events or these kind of managerial skills. Whatever I have learned have made me a good team player, and this shaped me to a better person as I am today. So you can explain these a little story which comes behind every characteristic whatever you explain, and that explains both your accomplishments, and apart from that it supports whatever adjectives you have stated supporting your profile or yourself as well. So here we have completed 3 different parameters. Now that you have explained your accomplishments and various other incidents as examples to support your profile in the previous accomplishment section, we are done with 3 important sections. Let's go on to see the final one, that is the 4th section, which explains your why you are fit for this specific job description. Coming on to see this specific parameter, whatever here we need to consider is that there is 2 important components which come into play. The first one is job description and second one is your own profile. You need to find a common ground between both of these and you need to speak on these both topics. For example, in the job description, they have given that we are expecting a student to have good object-oriented programming in any preferred language. Here what you are going to explain? You are going to explain that you have good knowledge in Java and you have various projects, you have done various courses on this specific program or this specific course. It doesn't just mean that Coursera or Udemy courses. You can explain that you have a course in computer science which is specifically related to object-oriented programming and what you have learned, and not detailedly. You can explain them. I have learned polymorphism, encapsulation, this, that, and this is completely related to the object-oriented programming, whatever is required for this specific job description. And apart from that, they would have also mentioned that we require a person with a good communication skills. How can you justify that? You need to answer that by explaining various terms like I was a participant in at our university. I also won various prizes where communication was the key role. I was also a team player. I was also a good key role at my university in this specific community or in this specific club where I brought this difference. You need to mention those numbers as well. For example, try mentioning something like this. If, for example, how I would mention, the club was previously containing only 50 members and I tried expanding this to 150 members, then this happened only because of my communication skills and interaction with other people. So I as a member was playing a vital role at our community or at our club at our university. So this justifies that you are a good team member as well. So this is how you need to explain whatever or how your profile is fit for this job description. Let's rewind whatever we need to speak in this particular video. We have spoken about 4 different parameters which we need to answer about the question, tell me about yourself. What are the 4 components? Profile, your specialties that are going to be in adjectives. It is going to explain your characteristics. Third one is going to be your accomplishments. Fourth one is going to be how you are fit for this job, the explanation. So hope you like this video. I wanted to explain what kind of things you need to explain or how you can explain this specific answer. I have also added in description how you need to answer this specific question for a better clarity. Hope you like this video. Do share it with your friends if it has helped you, and like the video for better reach to other students as well. Thank you so much for staying out so long. This is Vivek signing off. Stay safe, stay informative. Bye bye.